In today's video, we're going to talk about top scrubbing VCT, stripping VCT, and possibly scaring the stew out of Paul, and a little bit of footage of what Paul and I did this week. Here we go. Let's go see if we can scare Paul. Oh, he caught me. Didn't work this time. Paul and I this week worked in the dorms again on doing some hauls on some VCT flooring. So let's talk about top scrubbing. As you can see in that little video clip right there, that we really like using the square scrub machine as our method of taking off dirt and a few layers of wax before we apply new wax. And we do that by using a 3M pad, which is much bigger than this one right here, for sure. But this is just a cutting off of a 3M pad. And the pad does the work for you when you use the square scrub. And that's one way we like to do a top scrub on a floor. And I know that we say that we are dry stripping, and that's what square scrub says that it is. It's a dry strip. So that's what I'm going with that. And some people say you're not stripping a floor. And I have to agree that we are just taking a couple of coats of wax off. I want to say that because I want to say this. When we top scrub a floor, we are taking the top layers of dirt. And this piece of tile got worked. Okay, look at that. Anyway, sorry y'all. No, I'm not. Just being me. Anyway, I take the top, we take the top layers of dirt and some wax off when we do a top scrub. A green pad is a good method to do a top scrub with a neutral cleaner. The purpose of the top scrub is you want the tile to be clean. You want it to be clean in order to be able to apply some wax. When is it time to top scrub? Well, when the floor starts getting dirty and it may have some scratches on it, surface scratches that is, not deep penetrated scratches. It is just surface scratches and surface dirt that has not embedded down in the wax. That's when it's a good idea to do a top scrub. Top scrubbing is much easier than stripping your floors. I had rather top scrub any day than I had chemically strip a floor. Now, if a floor is damaged to the point that's beyond a top scrub, that would be when you need to chemically strip your floor. Now, I'm going to say this before. No, I'm not. I want you to watch this first. What you doing?
You got me.
I got you that time.
Oh.
I have said this a few times in other floor videos I have done about chemically stripping a floor. If you never have chemically stripped a floor and you don't know anything about it, I really suggest that you get someone to show you and help you before you do it the first time on your own. The reason is that chemically stripping floor, there is some issues involved in doing it correctly. There's some issues involved in it being a safe way to do it, because it can be dangerous, and I really do not recommend anybody being alone when you chemically strip a floor, because if you slip and fall, I've seen people break their arms. I've seen a guy that fell and hit his head and he had to have neck surgery. So yes, chemically stripping of floors can be hazardous to your health if you're not very careful in what you're doing. Also, another reason that you need someone to help you with chemically stripping a floor is this. If you don't go through the proper steps, you're not going to get the quality of a job that...
And he's talking about a quality job. I went in there and looked at his job when he got done with. He had hairs all in his wax on the floor. I seen them, and he left them there. Quality.
When you chemically strip a floor, you're bringing that pH level up very high, and if you do not rinse that floor correctly and neutralize that floor and bring that pH level back down, it could cause some yellowing in your wax. So the time to chemically strip a floor is when you look at it and it has those deep surface scratches. It is really dirty. You can tell that the dirt is embedded in the wax and the floor may have a yellow tint to it. That would be the time that you would want to chemically strip our floor. And you would go through the process of using a stripper, a black pad, or a scrub brush to chemically strip a floor. You said, well, why would I use a scrub brush on a slow speed or a side-by-side if I was going to chemically strip a floor? Well, if you have a lot of buildup of wax on a floor, a pad's going to start clogging up. And a black pad is what you want to use to strip a floor if you're using a pad. But I have run across situations where there has been many coats of wax, like 15, 20, 30 coats of wax on a floor that has not been properly stripped. When you put stripper down and you start trying to get that off, it just turns into a very thick slurry of like silicone caulking and Vaseline, which I've talked about before. It just wads up, it will not move, it will not come off the floor. And I have had to strip a floor chemically 2 or 3 times to get it to where it needed to be, plus a lot of razor blade scraping. I really hope maybe some of this helps you understand the difference between a top scrub and a chemical strip. I know in this video I'm not going through the process of everything of what you do. I have videos out there. One I made last year, Paul and I did a room where we done some chemically stripping. That's possible that we're going to be able to do some of that this year, and if we do, I'll try to get video footage of that. I have a video out there. It's my most watched video on this channel where I am using a slow speed with a 3M round maroon pad on a floor, on a top scrub. I have a playlist on this channel of floors, stripping and waxing floors. In the videos that you watch, you may not agree with the way I do things or what I call it. That's okay. We can agree to disagree on that. But I know what I have done and what works best for me over the years and what I'm doing. So I've got some footage here that you can take a look at. It's not very long. It's some work that Paul and I did this week in the dorms. It's just us working, and it's very short. It's kind of sweet, and I hope you enjoy this channel. If you do, if you hit that bell notification button, I would really appreciate it, and sharing and commenting and liking and subscribing. That really helps this channel out a whole lot, and I appreciate everything that you do for this channel, because here's the thing about it. You need to go out there and you need to top scrub some floors when it needs it. And you need to go out there and strip some floors when it really needs it. Because I don't care what you do to it, when you apply that wax, in about 5 minutes, somebody's going to put a black mark on it with their shoe. I guarantee it. Have a great day.